For our movie, we chose Coach Carter. The movie takes place in urban Richmond, California, and centers around a predominantly black basketball team struggling both on the court and in the classroom. Things change when former Richmond great Ken Carter becomes their new basketball coach. By implementing tough policies and forcing all players to sign a contract with strict academic discipline, Coach Carter sets the boys up for greatness as they begin the season 16-0. Things take a turn for the worse when players' grades begin to slip and Coach Carter enforces a lockout, ultimately leading to a forfeit of games and a slew of criticism from parents and faculty. As Bowman states, most of the urban public school films portray the individual attitude of the students as the primary obstacle to their academic achievement. They have low aspirations, have a poor self-image, and believe the odds are stacked against them in school and in wider society. The schools therefore are unable to effectively educate these students, and the reproduction of their disadvantage seems inevitable. Low aspirations and little self-respect. This is evident when Coach Carter addresses a player by calling him sir, and the player responds with, "I ain't no sir." Through the coach's strict policies and focus on academic achievement, the team achieves greatness and defeats the odds. While the team did not win the national championship, they succeeded in the classroom and had one of the best seasons in school history. This is evident in a scene where Coach is listing off statistics for young African-American men who attend Richmond High School. According to these statistics, 1 in every 3 males will get arrested and a mere 50% will graduate. Of Coach's 4 seniors, all graduated and went to college, and none of them went to jail. Although the boys did not capture their ultimate goal of winning the state championship, they all succeeded in overcoming the odds. The progression is best summed up by a quote from Coach Carter at the end of the film. "I came to coach basketball players, you became students. I came to teach boys, and you became men." This film is not only a great depiction of the urban high school genre, but also incorporates many aspects of the class, including utilitarian individualism, meritocracy, a counter-narrative, and heteronormativity.
Coach Carter has characteristics of both a dominant narrative and counter-narrative. Coach Carter is a typical dominant narrative in the urban high school subgenre. The students don't care about achieving academically, they just care about chasing girls and playing basketball. The school and its teachers, too, also don't seem to care about trying to educate these athletes, with one of their teachers saying, "Junior battle is like a solar eclipse. We rarely see them, but when we do, it's always special." This gives the idea that the teachers have given up on the students and they don't care if they're in class. Any romance in the film, mostly between Kenyon and his girlfriend, is about how she is pregnant. It isn't until a hero comes in and changes the culture that the kids begin to achieve both on the court and in the classroom. He is capable of making them achieve both on and off the court by making them sign a contract saying they'll maintain a 2.3 GPA. He upholds the contract by locking the gym and canceling games until the student presents himself as this hero when he has a conversation with Principal Garrett. She says, "Your job, Mr. Carter, is to teach these boys basketball. I suggest you start doing your job," backing up the idea that the school is setting up the students to fail academically. Coach Carter then responds by saying, "Your job is to educate these students. I suggest you start doing yours." By the end of the film, the players kind of in a way adopt middle-class values where education and academic achievement are important. The character of Coach Carter fits Bowman's urban school genre hero because he is from the middle class and represents the values of the middle class. He is the one that cares about the students while the school and even their families do not seem to care about them achieving in the classroom, only on the basketball court. While Coach Carter definitely has a lot of characteristics of a dominant narrative, the argument can also be made that the film is a counter-narrative because of the fact that Coach Carter is not your typical hero. In a dominant narrative of the urban high school subgenre, the hero is an outsider who is from the white middle class, like Aaron Gruel in Freedom Writers. Coach Carter, while he is from the middle class, is a black male who actually went to Richmond when he was a teenager. During the film, he says that the culture of the school has changed from when he attended, and it is much tougher now than back in his day. So in a way, he's still an outsider for the new culture to the school.
As talked about by Bowman and in class, meritocracy is a social system in which people judge their success in life primarily on their talents, abilities, and effort. This movie shows how players are only valued by their athletic ability. Confrontation breaks out between Junior Badel, a player on the team, and Coach Carter about attending class, prompting Junior to walk out of the gym and out of practice. Later, Badel's mother asks Coach Carter to let him back on the team because without basketball, she says, her son has no chance of a future, showing how even the parents only see their children having success if they succeed in basketball. To get the attention of his athletes, school, and community, that the first words in the term student-athlete is student, He locked the gym and canceled all games until the athletes showed improvements in their grades. He wanted these boys to have success in real life beyond the court, and he was steadfast in his approach. After long debate whether the lock should come off or not, the school board decided to open the gym doors and continue the season because that was most beneficial to the school and the school's reputation, rather than helping these boys learn about what it really means to win in life beyond the basketball court. Ken Carter did not want to support this message that basketball players or any athletes are above the law. He wanted to guide these young men to success in life further, so they do not end up like most kids in Richmond, in jail or dead.
Heteronormativity is displayed in the film because everyone in the film is straight and no one ever questions their sexuality. At the very end of the film, every main character has a frozen frame of them hugging a girl. This shows us that heterosexual relationships are desired and normal. This film is also hypermasculine. When Cruz pretends to mug Lyle, he makes fun of him for being scared. Later, Cruz praises Lyle for being more aggressive. This is enforcing gender stereotypes and promoting gender socialization. In the film, Coach Carter asks the girls to go into the library to get the boys to do their schoolwork. He also yells at the boys for everything that they do, but allows them to catcall the girls in the gym. There's a scene where Worm is saying how he wants two of the girls at once, when they clearly aren't into it. We see this as funny and overlook disrespectful comments because they are so normal in our culture.
Overcome obstacles set forth by society. They do not necessarily have many differences among each other because they bond over the fact that they are all underprivileged boys trying to beat the statistics of their race, class, and ultimately where they go to school. Bowman states, low-income inner-city students need to believe in themselves, believe in the American dream, believe in the power of an education, work hard, and make better choices in their lives in order to escape their culture of poverty. The middle school class hero, Coach Carter, shows them how they can escape that culture of poverty together, and they learn how many opportunities they can have on and off the court after high school. Even though they didn't win the championship, with hard work they still reached their ultimate goal of beating the odds and growing into real student athletes when they were not meant to succeed academically at all.